Hi, Maths with Victor is here again. Have you noticed something that when you are solving an equation and you have to introduce something to the equation at one side of the equation, you must have to do the same thing to the other side of the equation? Have you asked yourself why? Let's talk about it. Why do we have to do the same things to both sides of an equation? For instance, if I'm solving this equation, of course, I'm looking for x, and I want to eliminate this square root. This is the square root I need to eliminate. And the only way to eliminate square root in maths is to square the square root because they are inverse operation. But if I'm squaring this to eliminate this square root, I have to square this as well. Why? Why should I square both sides? I'm solving this problem and I'm looking for x, and the only way I have to find x is to eliminate 2, which is the coefficient. And the only way to eliminate 2 is to divide by 2. This is what I want to eliminate. So why should I eliminate it and also divide this side by 2? Why both sides? Why do we have to do the same things to both sides of an equation? Recall the meaning of equation. Equation, what does it mean? When two things are equal. When two things are equal, it means that this quantity is the same as this quantity, right? They have the same value. And this quantity have the same value with this quantity. So when you are solving an equation, you must maintain that equality. You must maintain that equality, very important. For instance, if I say that A is equal to B, it's an equation. And all of a sudden, I was squaring here. All of a sudden, I squared A. If I squared A at that point, it is no longer equal to B because I have introduced a new concept to A. So to maintain that equality, if I square A, I must square B to maintain my equation. Again, if I say that A is equal to B, and all of a sudden I divide A by 2, at this point, it is no longer equation because A is no more equal to B. So if I have to divide A with 2, I must also divide B with 2 to maintain equality. If I have A is equal to B, for instance, and all of a sudden I decide to add 10 to A, it is no longer equal because I have introduced a new concept to A. I must also add 10 to B to maintain equality. So as simple as that. The reason why you do the same thing to both sides is to maintain equality. Bye.